So it was almost like they were making it look like I need to remarry my ex-husband, hence we are divorced in court, and we got divorced also Islamically. That was in 2015, and then divorced in court um, in 2019. So everything was finalized, and we got the divorce decree, and he was supposed to help me assist with maintenance when it comes to our daughter, but he doesn't do anything of that sort. So yeah, to me, it just seems like it would be easier for him to pay the courtroom, um, whoever is busy with the dockets, than to pay the maintenance itself, so that I do suffer. So this is all part of the narcissism and the sociopath and the um, apathic behavior. Um, yeah, but through it all, I was doing a lot of meditation and I was praying, and I was doing a lot of self-help books as well. But yeah, it left me very deserted and very alone, where I had no support structure or nobody to turn to. It's almost like they needed to isolate me so that I don't have anybody to turn to. So it's been like this now for the past 4 years, 5 years straight, 8 years actually straight since we got divorced. Um, there was like ghosting happening, where someone from in the back would be screaming, you we got you exactly where we want you. It was like more trying to keep me in a mental prison. Yeah, and then I figured out that there was this one guy that used to work for BTAS Pharmaceuticals. It's my ex-dad-in-law's company. He was also somehow involved with trying to write my book, and trying to write on what it's like. What happened was, I wrote down all my goals, and my ex got hold of it, and then he went to go and find people to do my goals. um and I didn't want it done like that. I was willing to do it on my own, hence I get kept my finances, everything gets attacked. So um there wasn't nothing that I can do. It's like they want to treat me like my mind has to be in cling wrap, and I refuse to do so. I refuse to be submissive. I refuse to be to abide by their rules and their regulations. And then there was a time where they were forcing me into polygamy, and I didn't want that to also happen, because I don't believe in polygamy. And it was like the total feeling of disgust that came over me with polygamy and the different men, and they were using men from the streets, and then they're using, and partially it was also Joey. He is the manager at All About Toys and Hobbies in Lenasia, where my ex-husband worked, and his wife Layla. But I somehow suspected that there's something else going on with Layla and my daughter's father. So yeah, it was just, they were all like just attacking too much all at once, and it was like the writing was actually on the wall once I could see what is actually going on. But yeah. Um, I then decided to not, because everybody I interacted with, it's almost like they needed to go and report back to what is going on with me, and it's like they have to take notes on what is going on with me. So it wasn't something that I really wanted to live like that. Nothing was normal anymore. I couldn't have a life anymore. I couldn't have a social life. It was like I was just forced to just be with my daughter, and that's it. And it was coming from all my brothers, all my sisters, from my cousins, and from my ex and his family, and So that is how it's been for years. And then they go on the internet and they say, no, I'm isolating and I'm depressed. And yeah, it's almost like they need to then cover that up with, they do it so beautifully. Oh gosh, it's really unreal. So it's almost like they put me in the situation and then they go on the internet and then the therapists all step forward to say, okay, she's got this illness and that illness and that illness. But it's not even like that, you know? Yeah, I was like doing like my normal routine where I was going to gym and I was just not associating with people because I could see the outcome of what the people were paid to do to me, that I had to stop it, from interacting. So when I did have interactions with people, it had to be very brief, but if they were coming over, then they would be attacked and they would be paid a payout, and then it would be like just a role play and a fight and like that. So yeah, it became a bit risky to have people around me because all these people were all then paid to do something or certain tasks. It was very, very crazy.